Hello guys, this is the ASMRmedic. I hope you're well. We're back in our vanilla Minecraft world. It's been a good few days, probably just over a week actually, since we last had an episode on this, episode 28, episode 29 now. It's good to be back. We'll have a little chat about the last few videos, the last video in particular that came out a couple of days ago, and sort of some of the plans for the channel over the next few weeks, months. So yeah, we're going to be just going through some of the little changes that I've made as well off camera, because as I said, I haven't recorded much on this world anyway. I haven't had the opportunity really over the past week or so. I've been on holiday, but the last few days I also haven't had the opportunity, but I have been playing on it, making a few adjustments that I thought might be a bit boring for you to see in action, so I can kind of catch up on what I've done, and I have made some quite nice aesthetic changes to our little world. No major ones though. So you may be wondering why we're sort of stood around a whole bunch of sheep, and I had planned to do this just before I went on holiday, so about a week and a half ago, but ended up getting a bit sidetracked by other projects. So someone suggested, and I've actually forgotten who it was now, I'm afraid, so if you're watching this and you know it was yourself, then make sure you let me know in the comment section, because someone suggested that I should do a mural, sort of a creative pixel art mural, and I managed to get quite a cool image, which if I'm able to show it to you guys on the editing process, I'll make sure it's on screen now, and we're going to try and replicate that in wool. So, and I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to put it on the hill just behind this lot of sheep, so you can see roughly where we are, by the sugarcane farm over there, and you've got a portal there with our library here and the cow shed there. So we're kind of off out into the north, I think, of our area. So we're going to put I'm on peaceful mode at the moment, just so that I can show you where we're going to be putting some things. So the mural will be going up here. It's a big ASMR, the TheASMRmedic logo, the one that I've got as my main logo on the channel, the circular thing, the TheASMRmedic writing over the medical plus sign. That's what we call it, medical cross, the Red Cross sign. That's what it's going to be, a big thing like that. And I calculated it to about 2,500 wool blocks that we'll need, mostly red, white. They've got some light grey and some dark grey as well. Although as I'm breeding them, I think they're breeding across the fences, so they are kind of getting mixed in together. This is meant to be just light grey. There's a white and some red in there now, though. This is meant to be just white, and there's definitely some light grey, and then in the light grey in this dark grey there's light grey and white, so I think they're all kind of just getting mixed up. This is meant to be black and there's red in there, but it doesn't really matter as long as we get them in the end. So yeah, we need about 2,500 blocks, so I planned on just doing this as a whole episode now, but about a week ago anyway, but that's not viable because, as you can see, I've only got about 100 black, about the same red, about a stack of light grey, half a stack of white, about less than half a stack of dark grey, so we are several thousand blocks short. So just as we go over the next week or something, I'll keep coming back here, breeding them, shearing them, and eventually we'll get enough, and I think maybe when we're halfway there we'll start building the mural or something like that. I don't know, we'll see how we go, but let's go and have a look at the small changes that we've made. Okay, so here we are at the cow shed. Now you may notice some small changes. I've actually not changed all the blocks here. I do want to eventually put some spruce mixed in with the oak. I like the spruce and oak combination. But we've made some lighting changes. Now, I'd never used lanterns because obviously it's a new-ish edition. I don't know if it came in 1.14 or 1.15. But God, I love it. It's an amazing item. It really works well. It's such a cool looking item. It adds so much in terms of immersion into this sort of medieval look of things. So I've hung some up in the cowshed, and to be honest, I've probably used all of my iron on this small kind of lantern design, where I've got some fences that droop over, cross over into a hopper, which sort of looks like a platform for hanging the lantern. It's just about head height, so you can just about walk underneath them. And I think it looks quite cool. It's simple, that's the whole point, it needs to be simple, because I came up with a couple of designs that used glowstone and lanterns as well. I just thought they looked probably better than this, but they looked too expensive, if you know what I mean. So it didn't really fit the aesthetic of our area, where it's meant to be not a poor area, but you know, the lights are just for functional use for them. So this is on the border between nice and fancy street light and purely kind of functional. So yeah, I've added loads of these in. Let me know if you think I've added too many in. I've started playing around with the trees because I like to kind of do custom trees. I still need to sort these ones out a little bit. Actually, while we're going around, I'll probably do some small changes. So I do like to kind of, so I'll show you kind of what I mean. I love playing around with the idea of sort of custom trees, so to kind of look like they're kind of spreading into the land. They're much more kind of, oh dear, actually that's okay, we can kind of bring that down a bit. That's the problem with these powerful shovels, they cut away way too quickly. Put one like that, actually got up two there. Okay, there we go, I think that'll do. Just a little bit of extra blockage. I think it just adds a lot to the atmosphere of the area if you do that sort of stuff. It looks just a bit nicer. And I've hung some lanterns off of these sort of vaguely custom trees as well, just to give some nice backing lighting and stuff. I think it looks quite nice. And some more of these lanterns as well. I've made a little bit of change here. Oh, I thought I put a sort of cross thing here, but I think I took it down just because I thought this area is meant to be even poorer, or at least properly poor. So I've just put some kind of tiki lights around the area so they're slightly customised, slightly nice, and just torches spammed on the floor. I've sort of started to realise that the area isn't going to be completely mob safe anymore, but that's okay by me. I'll just try and be careful, make sure I didn't get anything blown up as we go along. Essentially because I think that just making everything, these large areas, like sort of this sand dune as well, if you try and make them perfectly mob proof, you end up just completely spamming the area with all of your custom lights. It just doesn't look quite as nice, if you ask me. So I've just changed it around a little bit, put these all on sort of fences to look like tiki lights. And we're back to the lanterns, which are hanging off sort of. I tried to make them not too even in this area because I wanted it to have lighting in nice. It is better at night time. Maybe I can come back and show you again, but I've added some leaf blocks into the areas to kind of try and give it a sort of overgrown look, some hedging. I might change this row of melons. It looks a bit stupid now, if you ask me. So let me know if you want to get rid of those melons. More bushes and stuff. I've not made any major changes in here, so that's still as is. Okay, so let's make a move up the hill. I do apologise if there's more background noise than usual, but there is a bit more construction work going on outside my house, on either side of my flat actually. But as you can see, we've made some of the small changes we made down there with the lighting up here as well. So we've put some bushes in, some leaves even. I've bone mealed all around the edges as well to kind of make it a bit more overgrown looking. I've added some more fences in, put some gravel with leaves and some more slabs. I just think it really adds to the aesthetic of the area. Nice big sort of bush thing here. More of these overhanging lights with lanterns on the fencing in the kind of more customised trees, which I've tried to add to and bulk out a little bit. I've also added a sort of nicer entrance, and as you can see, I've also added another level to the hotel, which is already there to some degree. I still need to go around and fill in all the spruce blocks. I also need to. There's a chicken. Slong Kong has managed to get out of his room. Not sure how he managed that. Let's actually go up and I'll show you. So I still need to add in all the rooms, but these guys are running around. I have some more chickens that need to be added at some point. Maybe I'll do that at the end of this episode or something. Find an appropriate time to do it. But the inside of this place is looking pretty good, so I'm very happy with that. But yeah, more lanterns. As you can see, I've used pretty much all of my iron, unsurprisingly. And I think it looks quite nice. It's nice with the little lip at the top as well, and I think it will do as we build the hotel stories and stories higher. But yeah, I'm really liking the look of the paths now. They're looking much nicer with this sort of mix of gravel and oak and spruce slabs. And I just need to add in the path that will make its way down there at some point as well. I also redesigned to some degree the bridge here just to make it look a little bit nicer, put in the spruce parts to it. I kind of customized the river a little bit more so it kind of comes down like more of a waterfall and kind of flows underneath a bit nicer. I also put some odd bits and pieces here and there. I put a sort of simple one here. Just, I don't know, make it look odd and sort of cobbled together. I put a nice little lantern underneath this arch. I'm trying to think of something to do to make this, to utilise this in some ways. If you guys got any idea what I can do with this sort of tree arch, it's actually a natural tree arch as well. I'd be interested to hear your opinion. But yeah, these are quite cool. I like them. I like this little design as well. This sort of 3 up, 2 up, and 3 across. Single sort of gateway thing. Maybe I should put a gate on it, but I think it looks quite nice just like that. As you sort of lead up to the library, which I'm sure you can see has had a lot of changes made to it, and is now looking much nicer. It used to be just the standard kind of thing. This is the west or east wing. I think this is the east wing. I think. Oh, God. Let's check, shall we? I need to try and remember this. Where do we see east, west, and all that stuff? There's like usually a facing thing somewhere, facing south. So that is north. So this is the east wing, and the one over there is the west wing. So yeah, this is the east wing. I customised this tree a bit more. I want to get rid of these eventually and put some more bushing and fencing in here. This looks quite nice going into the water. I added some more bits and pieces. But yeah, I think this is quite a nice entrance. And I added some more, I put in some broken bits. I want to put some mossy cobble in there as well, maybe. Depends, I might be going a step too far. It might look too kind of decrepit if I do that. I don't want it to be able to walk too easily around here. This is going to be the main pathway, going to kind of come around like that, I think, and leave this sort of overgrown. And then there's sort of a tree parting here that you go underneath. Oh, think of a nice way of doing that. And I've got a different kind of entranceway here. You've got these things here, and this is a completely undone wing. I wanted to see what you guys thought about the east wing first, which is what we're looking at here, before I replicated it on the west wing. I think this looks quite nice. I like having the lanterns low. Sometimes they can be a bit higher, but if you come around here, I'm going to put a path around here as well. This is just a side entrance, so these ones are going to be slightly less ornate. So just a single lantern hanging down like that, with a kind of brickwork on the outside. I might take away the stone bricks. They might be a bit too ornate, but this kind of lip on the edge gives it a little bit more shape, I think. And this is sort of a grander entrance, but it's not meant to be grand. It's still made out of wood. It's all these, I know that this is a bit annoying when you click on them by accident, but I think they give a nice look and it makes it kind of look like a 3 door when it's really just a 1 door. And obviously we need to do one more level, and then the roof, which is going to be a kind of spire-esque style roof. So it's going to be kind of more like 3.5 stories tall. So I think it looks nice. I think it's quite ornate and quite inviting, sort of rickety, old, but not kind of decrepit. So let's go inside. I'll show you the changes I've made. So that's the entrance on the inside, and then the other ones are all kind of vaguely the same. So that is the same, I believe, except we've just got spruce planks instead of these spruce trapdoors. Could obviously replicate that there as well if you guys think that would look good, but these side doors are just as they are. I've kind of cut a few bit out, used some stairs to make it look like it's kind of losing some planks here and there, that's just been worn out. I was thinking about putting some carpet down in here as well, because upstairs it's all carpeted. I've put in these seating areas, so one in each corner, and I think they look nice. I need to put this sort of pressure plate on each of these ones as well. I'll get around to that eventually, but generally speaking I think it looks nice. I feel like it's missing one or two extra features that I just can't think about right now. I just can't think of something. I like the inside lip that we've put in, the sort of I can't remember what you call it. Maybe we could put one on the floor as well. I think that might be a bit too much though. But I think it's nice to have a slightly more open plan thing on the entranceway, which is meant to be just kind of a walking, sitting down, talking with people sort of area, with the main staircase in the middle, and then you can go upstairs. Obviously I had to put in a lot of lanterns, but when you go upstairs, that's when you get into much more cramped, small, ornate library style that I was looking for. So I've put down all the red carpet, which I got from the red wool. That's why we've not quite got enough red wool maybe for the logo just yet. It was also suggested to me by someone, I can't remember who, again, I do apologise. I did have the names of the people that suggested these things, but I ended up deleting it from my notepad, which I usually go over, because it's about a week and a half ago. But they suggested that I should replace the chests that I had in with barrels. I've also completed all of the library blocks, bookshelves I think they're actually called. That took a long time, but I eventually got there. Ooh, that probably should be one. Actually I don't mind it like that. And we need to replace these chests as well. Actually I think it looks quite nice with the odd chest here and there. It gives a bit more depth to the area. But the red carpet looks quite nice. I like these 4 lanterns that are in each corner. I think they look quite nice. And then the rest of the lighting in each of these sort of small corridors, you have one more lantern. This is why, as you can see, so in a sort of circle you have about 8 lanterns I think, and then you've got 4 more in the centre here. And then when you go around to the back, so for example you're going to have this bookshelf, it's going to say sharpness here, and inside of the barrel you have your sharpness things, but we have one more here. But in these areas it's lit up by I think it's here, yeah, a glowstone block. Let's just pick that up, like so, put that there. There we go. I try to put glowstone everywhere, but unfortunately it shows up on the level below, so down here it shows up underneath here. The only reason that those ones in the corners don't show up is because they're actually above this thing, this little lip. I think this is where the glowstone is. Let's just check, I think, yeah it is, there you go. So you kind of get away with it a little bit. So yeah, it's a little bit of a... I don't think I actually put that there on purpose. How do I put this back in? There we go. But yeah, I tried to do it. I tried to think of a way of doing it. I thought about putting trapdoors on the ceiling, but I think it would have had to have been a too thick ceiling, so maybe the next time that we build something like this we'll try to plan ahead for lighting. So it's a learning process, but I quite like the system we've got where we have sort of a 3 deep wall with this sort of corner piece here. I think it looks really good, and I wanted to add in these sort of staircase modifications as well to give it a sort of sense of depth as well. So I've got a lot to do. This isn't completed. This is just a general look that I wanted to show you guys. This is one of the sides. I think this is the this is the back then. No, okay then. This is the back, which goes out into the little rope bridge design that I've got. Little lantern here overhanging. So you come out around here and connecting the first floor or second floor, if you're American, of the library to the east wing to the west wing is this little design that I've got. So it's a kind of up and down. I thought it might have been a bit too much, but I quite like it actually. I don't know how I feel about this thing. I think it's too much. I think it's a bit ugly actually. Maybe, yeah. I mean, I wasn't very sure at the beginning of when I made it, and now looking at it again, I'm really not sure. Maybe that would be enough. Maybe that would be enough. Let's have a look. I don't know. Well, you know what? I'm actually just going to leave it up to you guys to tell me what you think. I'm just going to take those down as well. Oh, didn't mean to take that one. I feel like I want something here, but maybe it's not actually necessary. I got rid of that one as well then, did I? Okay. Oh, I think that's alright. And obviously this is undone. I think on the next floor I want to set up a sort of a reading room. I'm going to try and get most of the library done off camera now so that we haven't got about 20 different. Oh look, the sheep haven't rendered. It's interesting to see, it's like completely dark out there. But yeah, I think our area is starting to look quite nice. So I think this will be a reading area, so we'll do lots of line benching like you see in a sort of school library or one of those old university libraries with desks and things like that. Maybe a few books on the outside, but in the middle, so books, yeah, okay, books all along the outside. Maybe some windows interspersing, and sort of lines of seating and desks. I think that will look quite nice actually. But yeah, let me know what you think. Tell me if you think I've gone overkill with the lanterns, because I do really like them, but I hope I don't kind of ruin it by doing that. I showed you this little thing here. I quite like this design. This is quite simple. I think it does a trick. I'm just trying to think about other things I've done. I think that might be it. It was all kind of aesthetic. I really did take a long time doing it. I think it's because I was trying to figure out the general aesthetic of the area. So these things, generally speaking, don't take too long to set up, obviously, but they take a little while to kind of at least get the design down and decide where to put them, and things like that. And the tree designs, they take a little bit of time as well. If you've got any other ideas for these sort of things, let me know. I want to sort out this decking. But other than that, I think that might be it in terms of what I have done off camera. See, it's been such a long time, generally speaking, because considering we were doing a video every day, that I feel like I'm actually missing out some things, but I don't think I am. But guys, I just wanted to also say thank you so much for the support that I got on my last video regarding the Minecraft server, subscriber server, and I'll tell you what, let's have a chat what shall I do while we chat? I don't want to continue the library because I've been doing that for a lot of this morning, so I'm a little bit bored of doing that. What should we do? Maybe we can continue our path system. Okay, let's do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put some things away and get some supplies that we're going to need. So we haven't got any. I think we've got any gravel anymore. We have to go get some from the mine at some point. But I won't bore you by doing that. Let's make. Okay, let's pull this stone away. Let's put that away. Yeah. We'll need some oak slabs. Let's get a whole bunch of those. And some spruce slabs, and later on we can add in the bits we need to add in. Okay, so let's start with our path system. Ooh, and we can have a little chat. So yeah, I really did want to say thank you for your support. Ooh, we're going to need some dirt, aren't we? Considering how many times we're probably going to do that. It really was so great to see all of your suggestions in terms of the server and in terms of the Patreon idea. I really didn't think I was going to get so much support from it, and it seems like something a lot of you are really interested in, especially in the main point really is definitely the server, and I'm looking into it now to get it set up. Maybe by the time I release this video I may already have it set up. So I think the first video, once it's set up, will be on the server. It's going to be me on the server, just checking it out and starting up my own little base. Because I asked you if you wanted me to play on it with you, and it seemed like a resounding response that you did want me to play on it with you, which is great. Because that's what I want to do as well. I really want to play along with you guys, and you've got loads of cool suggestions about things we can do. God, I keep doing that, don't I? Let's get that one as well, and that one actually. Yeah, you've got really cool suggestions about things that we can do, content that we can kind of create together. I'm really excited to get it going. Genuinely am. It's going to be so much fun. I really think it will be. Well, that doesn't look too good, does it? Let's go like that. Yeah, that's okay. Actually, let's go like that as well. Ooh, that's a bit too uniform. Let's put some spruce in as well. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, actually we need to make these path blocks as well, I think. Doesn't really make sense if it's going to be something that's been walked over a long time. So yeah, I guess what I'm going to do to start off with, I've actually already started a Discord, so if you've got this far in, you'll be able to join the Discord. The link will be in the description. Sorry, I'm just thinking about where I want to put this path. I guess I want to go all the way around the outside. I want to keep some of these grass though. So yeah, this Discord is just going to be just for the Minecraft server, I guess. Actually, that's not true. I was about to say it's just for the Minecraft server, but I think it should be for anyone who watches the videos, really. Because, well, why not? I think it's a good place to have discussion and things like that. Let's actually get rid of some of this grass. We don't need all this. Now we can keep that. Okay, that's good enough. Then we can put some planks down, some slabs even. Yeah, I think that'll be a good place for us to chat together, have some fun, talk about things, random bits and bobs, things to do with the channel, just genuinely have a good time together. I think I'm really looking forward to seeing the community come together in these sort of forums, whether it's on Patreon, because I know that you can have sort of discussion between fans on there, but also Discord is a great way to do that, so we can definitely hook up there and chat away. Let's put some more around here. But definitely, I think it'd make it so much easier for us to communicate about sort of things that you want to see in the channel. Yeah, I think it'd be good fun. Let's put some more around here as well. I'm actually going to make all of the space and just fill them in. I think it's look a lot better with a bit of gravel, but I think gravel's very underrated as a block actually. People seem to really hate it, but I think it looks really good when you're making paths like this. And then maybe we can just kind of fill some in around here so that we kind of know that we want to eventually put some paths here and there. Yeah, that would do. We want to put some lighting around here as well. Maybe put some fencing so that you don't mobs can't kind of make their way around. Let's put one here. Let's go like that actually, it looks quite nice. So yeah, that's the Discord. Please do join up if you want to. I think it definitely will be helpful in terms of Minecraft as well, and the server that we're setting up. If the server is up by the time this video comes up, then the link to that, if that's how it works, I think you do need the IP address for it, then that will be in the description as well. That might be a bit preemptive though. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it set up the evening that I'm doing this video. God, it must be so annoying for you guys to be seeing me mess around with these path blocks. I'll have to replace all of these lights at some point. The Patreon may also be up by the time this video comes up, so we need to get some more of these leaf blocks as well so we can fill in some in the ground. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, spruce, oak, depending on your aesthetic, but spruce, oak, path block, normal grass block, gravel and leaf blocks together make a perfect path, a nice overgrown path. That reminds me, I want to put some more bushes on the outside as well, some like bracken kind of looking stuff, and dirt actually like that, because that won't grow over, that's quite nice. But yeah, the Patreon will probably be up as well. Maybe, not probably, maybe will be up. So yeah, if it is, go check it out if you're interested. Let me know what you think about the tiers, because I think I'm going to go for 2 tiers for now. $2 and $5, I think. If you would prefer me to put up a $1 tier, then let me know. I read some things that said that if you're starting, you should really do a 2 and a 5. So I'm just going to go with the sort of recommended. Wow, this is really overgrown now. I've only just kind of stopped and realised. I think it's quite nice actually. I want to get rid of that bamboo. It doesn't really fit, does it? In fact, let's go do that now. I want to move these bamboo forests. They really are slightly out of place. Are we even able to get to it? Is it this one? Oh, it's all of them, isn't it? Yeah, we've got space as well. And the rest we can just kind of let despawn. I don't think we need that much, do we? There we go, we've already got a full inventory. Let's get rid of that as well. But let's move these. We can go find an area to do these. I don't like them being in the eye line of this area. Same really with the what's it called? With the sugarcane. I think it really fits the area. We'll think of something, won't we? This is nice overgrown forest though. We can definitely play around with this. A sort of forbidden haunted forest, like from Harry Potter. Where's that other one? Was it? Blimey, this is really dense, isn't it? It's cool though. I think actually that might be it then. This is nice though. I can't wait to get this all sorted out. Get all the edging done to it, and I think it's going to look really cool. Let me know what you think about the design though, obviously, that I showed you earlier. I think that's all the bamboo. Yeah, there we go. It looks much nicer, doesn't it, without all that in the way. Actually, we can put some fencing down as well, can't we? So I want the fencing to go here. But yeah, do let me know your opinions on the Patreon and the server and everything. That's what I was going to say. I do apologise. I think this is a bit of a disjointed episode. Actually, I hope it's not too difficult to follow. It's meant to be a really relaxed one actually, because I actually have just been recovering from a small bout of I've had a kind of a back-to-back cold, which is nice. 2 colds in a row, quite nasty ones as well, but all good now, really. Ish. But let's put a couple of fences there, just add a bit more depth. We'll put some around here as well. I quite like giving borders to things; they don't look so uniform. I like kind of doing this thing so it looks like the tree's kind of almost falling down, like it's really old, and I love messing around with the trees like this. But yeah, in terms of the what was I going to say? That was it. Yeah, the server. So my idea is that I'm actually going to start it off as just a standard vanilla server, which is it's going to be vanilla anyway, because I think that's the best way to go with it. But in terms of ways of sort of stopping griefing, if it's ever going to happen, I think because it's going to be such a small server to begin with generally speaking such a small amount of interest from outside people, I think we can quite safely just have it normal, so that if someone does start acting stupid, I can blacklist them myself, rather than. So I think maybe, I don't know what to do. Maybe in the description I'll just give the IP, and anyone who sees the IP can do it. Because initially I was thinking, oh, maybe I should password protect the server, or something like that, or at least only give the IP to people who specifically ask for it on the Discord or something. Let me know what you think is the best course of action in that respect, because I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure I know. Got some more of those lanterns. There we go. Lovely. Add some more lanterns in. Thinking about it now, I really I'm not confident about my own decision. I don't know what would be the best course of action, really. Whether it should be, that's okay. Let's do that. Whether it should be anyone can join at all who finds it, and then if anything bad happens, I'll just sort of deal with it as we go, or whether that's too risky. And maybe only people who ask for. Because I want as many people to come on as possible, so I don't want it there to be like added aggravation of trying to get onto the server. So it's a tricky line to kind of toe, really. I don't know. This is a hard one to call. I think I'll leave it up to you guys. What do you think is the best thing? I'll open it to everyone, and then if you guys don't like that, we can change it. If you guys would prefer it to be sort of only those who I can kind of vet that are normal people and not coming on just to troll or something, yeah, let's do that. You guys, I'll open it to everyone, and then if you guys get kind of nervous about your builds getting ruined by some idiots or something, then we can change the sort of protocol. But for now, it will be open to everyone. So, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. Made a nice little bit of progress with this path as well. I think it's looking quite snazzy, actually. I love playing around this sort of stuff. I need to put some more paths, more slabs in. So we'll just break some blocks to do that. Hope that you like this sort of path system thing. I love messing around with this sort of stuff. It's such a calming thing to do on Minecraft. It's like absolutely no stresses at all. It's just putting blocks down and making things look old and kind of decrepit. Actually, that kind of reminds me, maybe I should use some stairs as well to kind of give it a bit more depth or something. You like to use a bit more oak than spruce, but I think this is quite nice. Let's put 2 more. We'll put some more fencing around the outside of this, because there's nothing leading out to there, so you want to kind of mob-proof the side of the path to a degree. It's towing a line between making it so there's not a million mobs spawning, and also making it so it still looks quite nice. Let's just pop a pair of lanterns here just for now. They don't look good, but just to make it sort of mob-ish proof. Yeah, no, I don't want that one there. That's stupid. Okay, well, I think that is everything that I've shown you, everything that I wanted to show you. I've talked about everything I want to talk about, not particularly efficiently, so I apologise if it's been a really laborious thing to listen to if you're actually trying to get the information I'm trying to put across rather than just listening to it as an ASMR video. But in episode 30, a bit of a landmark as well, I suppose. But in episode 30, we're gonna go over. We're gonna do some more. We're gonna do another build. So I'm gonna have a little think about that. Go over your suggestions. Maybe we'll start on the mural if we've got enough wool to do so. And maybe I will start on the next layer of the library, or I do a bit of stuff in the background as well. So you don't have to watch too much boring stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's the first time I'm actually asking you guys, but a friend of mine suggested that maybe I should start doing that in my videos. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening or day or whatever, and I hope you have a lovely sleep. Bye bye, guys.